Chapter 11, Hydrogen and Water. Like previously, as we all have discussed about hydrogen and how it was discovered, for a brief review, I'm going to tell you again that it was discovered by Cavendish in 1766 by the action of zinc metal over dilute hydrochloric acid, and as a result of which we got zinc chloride and hydrogen gas. And he named hydrogen as it is water producer. Lavoisier basically named it as hydrogen gas while it was discovered by Cavendish. Hydro means water and genin means producer. So the word hydro means water and this gen means producer, water producer. That's why the gas which was discovered by Cavendish, lately it was named by Lavoisier as hydrogen. It is the lightest element, as I have already told you, as there is only one proton and one electron in its structure. Also, its molecular mass is 2.016 atomic mass unit. Also, I have discussed about its occurrence. Hydrogen is actually the most abundant element in the universe, as we all know that the sun and other stars are largely composed of hydrogen. It is the nuclear fuel consumed by the sun and the other stars which produces energy. So hydrogen works as a nuclear fuel for sun and stars, which later on produces heat energy. That's why always you must have a thought that why sunlight always providing us heat. Now you all know the answer, because hydrogen is like functioning as a nuclear fuel for it. Although about 70% of the universe is composed of hydrogen. Now we are going to discuss about industrial preparation of hydrogen. The first method, there are basically 4 methods to prepare hydrogen by industry. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss the first method, that is by passing steam over coke. So this process is known as coke steam process. And obviously you all must be thinking, what is coke? It is actually nothing, just a coal. I will tell you later. First, have a look that what we do in this process, coke steam process. We basically pass steam over red hot coke at about 1000 degrees centigrade. So the temperature is 1000 degrees centigrade, and what we are passing steam, and where steam is passed over red hot coke. So a mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen will be obtained as a product. So carbon monoxide and hydrogen is produced. This combination, carbon monoxide and hydrogen, is called water gas. So yes, I was telling you about coke. Coke is basically a grey, hard and porous fuel, and it is high in carbon. So carbon content is higher in coke, and also few impurities are found. And how this coke is prepared? This coke is prepared by heating coal or oil in the absence of air. So it is a destructive distillation process, and it is also a very important industrial product. Also it is used in mainly in iron ore smelting, and also as a fuel in stoves as well. Basically it is used when air pollution is a concern. So now you all know that what is coke. Coke is a grey hard fuel, and it is high in carbon content. And how it is prepared? It is made by heating coal in the absence of air. Now have a look at the reaction. That is the first method of preparing hydrogen on industrial scale. The first process is coke steam process, and as you can see, it is this carbon, the C is representing coke and it is solid in state, and this H2O, water, is representing steam. As you can see, it is written G here to show that it is not in liquid state, it is taken as a steam. So so this steam is going to pass over this red hot coke, and the temperature is 1000 degrees centigrade. As a result of this, we will get this product, carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas. These two products are known as water gas. This combination is known as water gas. Now there is some other methods as well. Water gas is a very good fuel. The water gas that we have prepared by passing steam over coke, this water gas is a very good fuel and is also used in the preparation of methanol. Methyl alcohol is commonly known as methanol. Whenever we have alcohol in any kind of chemical, we use OL in the naming, and met means one carbon. So there is a chain of it is a chain of hydrocarbon that is known as methanol. It's IUPAC. That is international union naming. It is for that specific chemical compound. So from water gas, yes, come to the topic. From water gas, H2 gas is separated. This hydrogen gas is separated by two methods. Obviously, what we are doing, we are studying preparation of hydrogen on industrial scale. So industrial preparation of hydrogen. Now what we do, this water gas is prepared by passing steam over this red hot coke. Now what we do, we basically actually from this water gas, this hydrogen gas is going to be separated, and obviously that's how we are going to obtain hydrogen gas. Now there are two methods to separate this hydrogen gas from water gas. Now have a look at the two processes. First process is liquefaction. First of all, you must know what is liquefaction. For your knowledge, I am going to tell you, it is basically preparing something, making something in liquid state, especially when we convert a gas towards the liquid state. So liquefaction is the conversion of a state to liquid. So what we are going to do in this process, when water gas is cooled up to minus 200 degrees centigrade, so what we are going to do, we are going to cool down this water gas, and the temperature will be minus 200 degrees centigrade. So carbon monoxide liquefies and leaving behind carbon dioxide. So as a result of this, carbon monoxide gas is going to liquefy, and as a result of which hydrogen gas will be separated. The traces of carbon monoxide gas, if left in the mixture, then what we do, then the remaining mixture is treated with this sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is commonly known as caustic soda. Obviously, when the process happens, there must be some kind of traces will be left with hydrogen gas in the mixture. So to remove that carbon monoxide, what we do, we treat it with sodium hydroxide, that is caustic soda, and we are going to take aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide. So the remaining traces of carbon monoxide is going to react with sodium hydroxide solution, as a result of which sodium formate is going to be formed, and it will leave behind pure hydrogen gas. In this picture you can see that it is a plant of liquefaction, and by this process they actually prepare hydrogen on industrial scale. Now the second procedure to separate hydrogen gas from water gas is by oxidation. Oxidation basically is a process in which there is a loss of electrons. So oxidation is loss of electrons. Whenever any atom is going to lose electron, the process is known as oxidation. So the process name is Bosch process, which we are going to study. It is actually the most suitable method for the separation of hydrogen gas from water gas. And what we do in this process, more steam is passed. As you all know now that we passed steam through red hot coke, and as a result of which we got water gas formation. Water gas is carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas combination, and we remove that carbon monoxide by the process of liquefaction. And if some traces are left, then what we do, we treat with sodium hydroxide solution. Now if we want to separate hydrogen gas from water gas, so the most suitable process for this separation is Bosch process. And what we do in this process, more steam is passed through water gas at 500 degrees centigrade in the presence of iron oxide or chromium oxide. Now what are these two chemicals? Iron oxide, that is FeO, chromium oxide, that is Cr2O3. These two are catalyst. What is a catalyst? Catalyst is something that is used to increase the rate of reaction. For example, if a reaction is slow and we want to make it quicker, then what we do, we add such chemicals in it. So what will happen, the rate of the reaction will be increased. It will be completed quickly. Rate means its time. So its time will be short, and we will get the product quickly. Carbon monoxide gas and water gas oxidizes to carbon dioxide gas. So what will happen when we actually pass more steam through water gas at 500 degrees centigrade, and we are going to add catalyst. Any one of the catalysts can be used, either iron oxide or either chromium oxide. So as a result of this carbon monoxide gas, which is in water gas, it is going to oxidize to carbon dioxide gas. CO will be changed to CO2, that CO is actually soluble in carbon dioxide gas. To look at the Bosch process, before that have a look at this, as we are studying about oxidation. So as you can see, there is an example of oxidation reaction. This is an atom, for example, and it is in its neutral state. It is have not gained or lost any kind of electron. When it loses one electron, as a result of it will get plus charge, that is positive charge over it. So it is known as oxidation, loss of electrons, increase in oxidation number, as you can see. And if there is a case of gain of electron, this B is going to gain electrons, so it will get a negative charge, and there will be decrease in oxidation number. As you can see, this electron is adding in this, and as a result of this it get a negative charge. Now come back to the topic, that is oxidation by Bosch process. As you can see, this is water gas, as I told you. So we are going to pass more steam over this water gas at a temperature of 500 degrees centigrade, and the catalyst that we are going to use is iron oxide, that is FeO. As a result of which, as you can see, this carbon monoxide is actually oxidizes to carbon dioxide, and as a result of this, what we get, we get hydrogen gas, and this hydrogen gas is pure. Also, I want to tell you that this carbon dioxide gas is soluble in water under pressure. I hope that now it's clear to all of you that the first process that we have discussed today to prepare hydrogen gas, and the first process is by passing steam over coke, and there are two further methods of it, that is by liquefaction and by oxidation. Thank you.